Hi everybody, welcome to my Monday to Friday reading. This is a little bit different. I just thought, because I'm getting into the regular habit now of doing weekly and weekend energies, I thought I would just do a Monday to Friday, but this time I'm going to break them down into days. So you can come back to this any time during the week, because it might not resonate at the beginning of the week or the middle of the week, but then by the end of the week you think, okay. So please feel free to come back to this reading any time. Okay guys, let's see what's in store for November, the 14th to the 18th. Can you believe how quick this month is going? Not long left into Scorpio season. Then we go into adventurous Sagittarius season. And I always feel, whether this is what other people think, but I always feel as we're getting the closer end of degrees of a zodiac cycle season, it comes more intense because it's wanting us to wrap up things, it's close out things. So in Scorpio, it's already been intense emotionally, but this week could see more things coming to a completion, and also aha moments of why it had to happen, or it happened a certain way, and finding the blessing and the healing from it. Because Scorpio is very emotional and very deep. Let's see what the universe has in store for us as a collective this week. What do we have for Monday? Monday the 14th, we have meditate and contemplate. I'm going to put the cards out first, then I'm going to speak about the energies individually. Tuesday, there you go. Scorpio, I did say, working through our fears. Wednesday, forgive me guys, some of my cards are upside down. The end of a tough cycle, completions in this Scorpio season to do with fears. We are in the dynamics of relationships in all areas of our life. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're now going to Thursday. Don't let the past hold you back. And the South Node currently, the South Node is our karma, what we're here to heal, work through, is in Scorpio. So yes, not surprised to see this. And Friday, what do you need to release? Interesting set of energies, very scorpionic, very ending. So the overall theme, as I'm looking at these cards and energies, is that things are coming to a completion. Some of your fears have been illuminated, already have, or they are this week. And it's saying, don't let the past hold you back. It wants to push through. Once we go into Sagittarius season, it is fire, it's action, it's adventure, it's moving us forward. If you think about the half man, half horse that depicts Sagittarius zodiac sign, it's got an arrow and it's pointing forward. So it's where we want to go forward. It's not about the past, it's about leaving the past behind. And it looks like there's completions this week. Fiery climax approaches. This is a popular energy, it has been all month. I do feel as if, because it's been eclipse season in Scorpio and Taurus axis, this is where the eclipse have been putting the energy into Scorpio themes and Taurus themes, money, self-worth, value, relationships of all kinds, especially the one with ourselves. It has brought up a lot of triggers. Now, I don't fear this card. When it says a fiery climax approaches, if it's not brought to our attention, then how can we move forward, draw a line under it, or heal it? We can't, so it has to come up. So when I see this energy, it's almost saying something has to climatize, something has to climax in order for it to move forward. You can't keep going around in the same old energy. And then underneath of this card, here's that Sagittarius energy where I was talking about. There's an arrow. We don't want to be taking the past. We don't want to be bringing the past into the future. We want to leave it, draw a line under it, heal, whatever it may be in your situation. So this is asking you this week to look at the bigger picture of a situation. Okay, let's go into what my zodiac and astrology cards have to say. What is influencing this week? The week of 14th to the 18th of November 2022. Collective reading, please. What's in the general energy? What's the planet that's involved with the changes this week? Cancer. home, children, family, where we feel safe, who we feel safe with, our tribe. This is divine feminine energy. This is mother energy, womb energy. Highly intuitive as it's ruled by the moon. So that's the overall theme for this week. This is where some fears might be coming up. This is where the end of a tough cycle is coming up. But this is asking you, you're needing to release something. So whatever comes up with that fiery climax, that climactic energy, it's wanting you to move forward with a different energy. Taurus is at the bottom. And this is to do with your self-worth and value. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Again, huge Venusian energy that has been coming in for months and months now, guys. Okay, let's bring in the tarot. Do I want to use my Radiant right away? Yes, I think I do. Okay, guys, if you're enjoying this, please hit that subscribe button. It does help my channel to grow. So some endings in regarding your fears that's needed to be illuminated. Scorpionic energy. Scorpio energy is also about secrets. It's about things that we have suppressed for years. Could even be past life, for those of you that resonate with that. Some old ancestral healing and wounding that needs to come up to be released. But we're ending out something here. We're ending out something. So let's go into, and I'm going to discuss the cards with the tarot and how they correlate with it. So meditate and contemplate. This is Piscean energy. Now, Jupiter has started, it's in retrograde, meaning going back over all things. It's in Pisces now. Pisces is the end of the zodiac, which is about completion. It's also about spirituality. So this makes total sense. Ending out something to do with our spiritual mind. Although it's going to show up as a reality, as a practical thing, and a personal thing in your life. But it's wanting you to look at the bigger picture in regards to spirituality and contemplation, and where you think this cycle, because it's been a heavy cycle, this is not something new, guys. So if you're fearing, oh God, now what's on the horizon, this is nothing new. This is something that you've already been working through. It's wanting to close out, because this is the Pisces energy, and Jupiter is in Pisces. Jupiter is a planet of good luck and expansion. Now, as I was saying, we cannot move forward with old energy. And this is why there's something that you're needing to release this week. So meditate and contemplate, yeah. 10 of Pentacles is, tens are about completions, ending out a cycle. So Pentacles for me can be anything in your practical world on this earth. This is earth energy, 10 of earth. This is also could be money, worth and value. So something that you're ending out. It also can represent money coming in, gifted money, completion of a cycle, maybe it's a poverty consciousness, if you want to go into the spiritual side of things. Some more beliefs about money, your relationship to money. This is what we're needing to contemplate this week, especially on the Monday. And then this is probably building up a bigger picture towards Friday. So work through your fears. What do we have? Wish fulfillment. This is an emotional energy. This is cups. So this guy here is sat, he's very content. He's very nourished with the finer things in life. The 9 is nearer the 10. There's something that you may fear, this is saying. This is working through your fears. Some of you may fear that your emotional wishes are not being fulfilled, that there's something lacking in your life emotionally. Or you might fear that this is never going to come into your life. You're never going to feel emotionally content, happy. So that's an interesting energy. I will clarify these further, guys. Remember, we're talking about the overall energy in Cancer here. Home, children, family dynamics. Can you see that one now? Yes, you can. Working through, coming to an end of a cycle. So let's see what this energy is. 6 of Pentacles. So again, things in your practical life. For me, as a reader, this is about equal give and take. This is about getting some balance in your relationships. With what you give, you receive. This is also cause and effect. Where you've been given love, attention, time, So for instance, you have been at work and you were doing the job 3 times as much as anybody else, but you're still getting the same amount of money, because the Pentacles is money. But this also goes down to your value. So I'll put another example on this. You are in a family dynamic where it's you that does the work. It's you that does the gifts every birthday, Christmas, and it's not getting reciprocated. And now, as I say, this is nothing new. This, another example could be, this could be love, where you are giving love and it's not being reciprocated. So lots of examples coming in. Remember, these are examples. But this is where the end of the cycle is approaching. Saturn rules Capricorn here. Saturn is father time. Saturn is karmic time, about learning lessons the hard way. So again, this has been a very long cycle it's closing out. Now, whether you're going to see the close this week, not sure. However, we are in Scorpio season, and Scorpio is about death and rebirth. Not literal. It's about bringing, remember I was saying about you can't take the old energy into a new cycle. So the universe speeds up the energy in Scorpio, in that particular sign, in that particular zodiac sign, because it's nearer the end of the season. It's nearer. So what you were learning, it's saying, come on, and if you haven't learnt it by this week, it's gonna rev up a notch. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't fear this, because Scorpio gets a bad rep for being deep, and yes, it is secretive, and it has a sting in its tail. However, it's the most transformational sign, and I love the energy of Scorpio, because you find some deep treasures within you that have been buried deep, that have been holding you back from your wish fulfillment, from balance, from money, because there's been some old lessons of the relationship you had with money, which goes back to the energy of money, which is worth and value. Where have we been in that lack mentality? Maybe from childhood, maybe from past lives, if that's what you believe in, where we've been in scarcity, poverty consciousness. So you can see how this is trying to get your attention through this Piscean energy, connecting with your higher self. Don't let the past hold you back. This is South Node in Scorpio currently. What is this all about? There's been some internal conflict, also external conflict here. This is competition, and again, conflict. Competition and conflict within your mind, within your heart, within your passions, your dreams. And no matter what you do, you keep going back to this old conflicting energy within you. Remember, this is all about, starts with self. And this is what this is saying. Don't go back into this old conflicting energy. Mars is retrograde right now, meaning going back over old things. It's in the sign of Gemini, which is communication. And I feel we have a chance to peace keep. We have a chance to draw a line under something, to accept a situation for what it is, release ourselves from some toxic cycles, toxic people even, toxic circles, toxic thoughts. This is what this is saying. 5 is about freedom, but it's also about conflict. Now, what do we need to release? I'm going to shuffle the cards. What it is on Friday, this week, that we need to release. And by the time we've got to Friday, you'll understand what this is all about, guys. If you sit, so remember the beginning of the week, something might come up, or it might not. It might progress as the week goes by. And then by Friday, you think, right, what is this? This is when that fiery climax might come in and think, why am I attracting this particular situation? Why do I feel so wounded? Why do I feel so triggered? This energy. What do you need to release? What does the collective need to release or have an opportunity to release this week, Friday? Going within. This is the Hermit. It's Virgo energy. Now, it's funny, we've only pulled one major arcana, so I feel Friday is the pinnacle, where we go within. So we end the week, Friday with a similar energy to this. Meditate and contemplate. Hermit is about contemplating, being alone, reflecting, finding some inner wisdom and inner peace. Now, it might be what I feel with this energy is because we're starting off at the beginning of the week, something might come to your mind, some information might come in, whereby you sit with this. You know that something's closing out. You know that something doesn't feel right. Or you can feel that there's change on the horizon, bringing it into this wish fulfillment. You know what's blocking you and holding you back. So by Friday, you've already gone within. You've already gained that wisdom, that enlightenment in the lamp here. The star is in here. And you've detached from some old negative patterns, thoughts, emotions, situations. And this is what you might be finally releasing. Remember, the end of a tough cycle approaches. And it's funny, at the bottom of the deck, we have Capricorn energy. So for some of you, it might be Capricorn. But I'll tell you what the energy of Capricorn is, ruled by Saturn. It's about restrictions. It's about control, manipulation. The Devil card is this masculine and feminine chained and not feeling free. Chained to some old thoughts, programs, toxic relationships. So I feel like this is what we are releasing, ready to move into that Sagittarius adventure, pushing forward with your life, getting that fire back from within. Okay, guys, I was drawn to pull some chakra cards today. Now, because Mars is in retrograde, it wants to bring our attention to things. So for some of you, you could have been feeling this in your body because Mars is about the physical body. So I thought I was drawn to bring in my chakra wisdom oracle. And as I say that, 2 cards have just come out. Wow. We have the solar plexus. This is where we hold our fears, but this is where we hold our power. So it's situations for me that are ending out this week that have been holding you back in fear of something, in fear of this happening again. Cycles repeating again. Why have you been feeling what you've been feeling? Why have you been in fear? And I get a lot of freedom coming in this week. Let's pull some more energies. You're gaining enlightenment. So here we have 2 of the same energies. This is gaining enlightenment, the Hermit and the Enlightenment card. It's the wise sage. But look at this here. This is a child. Solar plexus, our inner fears from childhood, from our inner child. Remember, our relationships mirror some kind of healing that needs our attention at this time, especially in Scorpio season. But prayers, making when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Or do you? When life brings you lemons, do you just sit with this old cycle? I feel as if this is where a lot of you have gained some enlightenment from the cards that you've been dealt in life. You're taking back your power this week. Yeah, we're at an impasse. We've got the bottom of the deck here. This is our sacral chakra. We're at an impasse. So if it's feeling a little bit confusing and things are not moving very fast, like I said, a fiery climax approaches it wants your attention. Okay, let's just pull on. I'm going to go undo. We know that it's going to be solar plexus orientated, and you gain enlightenment from these fears. Grief is at the bottom of the card, bottom of the deck there. Heart chakra. And grief is many things. It doesn't have to be death, but it can be just losses of relationships that cause us to go in and protect our heart. And this is where we get triggered because we fear this cycle repeating. Now, Monday. Let's see what we have for Monday. Meditate and contemplate. And the 10 of Pentacles. What do we have? Acceptance, root chakra energy. Self-worth is at the bottom. Right, I'm getting lots of messages coming in from this. The root chakra energy is a divine masculine with a man or woman This is going back to our insecurities again, which is where we need to sit with some kind of cycle that wants to end out. Do you fear insecurity of lack of money? Do you fear being rejected, abandoned? There's something that you have to accept, that the universe is trying to tap you on the shoulder and get you to release. Remember what this is all about, gaining enlightenment, but it starts from within. What do we have for Tuesday? Faith. This is the third eye chakra. Now look at all of these guides, all of these wise sage, majestic people here. Ascended masters. This is highly spiritual energy. Have faith. There's a dove of peace above her head. And I feel like this is what it is, making peace with the past, acceptance. What do we have for Wednesday? Vanity. This is throat chakra. Vanity. So here we have, again, a wise sage. I think it's the same guy, actually, if we look at the cards. A wise sage coming in. Let me just tap into the energy of this card. Saving face. Saving grace or saving face is the... Where have you been stubborn and been too vain to accept, to draw a line under something, to make peace with the past? See it from the other person's perspective. Whether there's no right, there's no wrong. This is not about thinking, right, I'm wrong. And this is just about accepting that sometimes situation, people, places come into your life for a reason. And I don't know why I'm getting this with this vanity card. This is about communication. Let me pull another card for that vanity. Why am I going down that route with that card? Communication. For some of you, it is about money. Money is power, I want to say. That's how you feel. You put money amidst anything because you feel that's where your security is. And you have this perception of your worth and value by the things around you. Judgment energy, I feel, with that card. Can I have another chakra card for that vanity, please? Not seeing a person for who they really are because you're in some kind of idealistic energy of money. It has power. And this has come out passion. So for some of you, this is involving your passionate relationships, your divine feminine. This is the sacral chakra. This is how you receive. How you receive the gifts of life. Equal give and take. Have you not been shown love in the past and it's wounded you? So therefore you are always defensive. You're in this energy of conflict. And this is the past, remember. It wants you to release something. Wow, guys. Okay, so we're up to Thursday. Don't let the past hold you back. And this 5 of Wands, which is conflict. What do we have? Victim. I want to say victim mentality. Why has it never happened to me? Why have I been hurt so many times? Why am I attracting this negative cycle? Why don't the people around me love me? And you've gone into this energy of protection, which is natural energy to be in. Nobody's denying the hurt, the pain. But it's causing some kind of conflict within you, and it's causing conflict within the people around you that are trying to give you love. But you are in this relationship, the sacral chakra is about receiving. You were blocked off because you fear you being vulnerable. And this is what it's asking you to hold, to release this week. Wow, this is a deep reading, guys. Now, what do you need to release then? By Friday, we've got the Hermit going within, or you've already gone within from the Monday energy. This is flew out. Rejection. What did I say? There's something in your mind. So this is crown chakra. You are fearing rejection and abandonment. We all on this earthly plane have come here, in my opinion, to heal some form of rejection and abandonment from cultures, from beliefs that have been programmed within our mind and brought down our ancestral wounding for thousands of years, where we've been kept in fear. And when we're kept in fear and insecurities and worry and all these lower vibes, resentment, anger, you can't live life. You can't enjoy life. You're always in that, and I don't like saying it, but it's that victim mentality of protecting yourself, of fearing conflict at every turn. And I'm going back to that peacekeeper energy that I was feeling earlier on. By Friday, you are releasing rejection. You have figured out what this is all about. Isolation. Some of you have isolated yourself because you don't trust the people around you, people, places, situations, because you're in this energy. Remember I was saying, when we're wounded, when we're in that fear, that envy, that rejection, the resentment, the betrayal, the lies, we isolate ourselves because we don't feel safe. But this is communication. Some of you need to open up and show your vulnerable side. Yeah, your heart is, so this is perception. There's some heart healing coming in this week. And this is transformation, because there's the butterfly. And this is perception. What is your perception on the people, places and situations around you from the past? Are you stuck in that energy? Do you need to set yourself free from the chains, this devil energy? Do you need to end out a negative, tough cycle? You have the power to do that this week. This is profound energy. Yeah, look at this, guys, because this is what's round the corner. But you don't see this. You don't feel this. And then, look, we've got this coming in. Another. This is where you gain an enlightenment. This is where you can have the joy. If you just allow it in, this is all 3 solar plexuses. So this means you're taking back your power from that inner child where you feared rejection, abandonment, not feeling love, not receiving love. This also could be that nature and nurture energy of that inner child, where there might have been something was emotionally, your parents might have been emotionally detached, emotionally unavailable for whatever trauma they were carrying. This is what might be holding you back this week, guys. It's time to release. I love this energy. I'm not denying it's difficult. Absolutely not. And as she says that we have the despondence. Wow, look at this. What was I talking about with that mother energy for some of you? We pull the Cancer card. This is the mother line, the mother lineage. Remember, this doesn't matter whether you're daughter or son, or it can go down the line. I'm not calling your parents out or mother out. This is just saying this can be carried down through ancestral wounding. It's psychological. This is being reported on. This is not spiritual necessarily, although it is, but it's also psychological. This is science. And if you read about ancestral wounding and ancestral patterning, you can be very despondent to the world, to yourself, to the people around you. It all reflects on your self-worth and value. You don't think you're worthy of love. Look at this, gratitude. And there you have a pregnant mother, the divine feminine energy. This is a really emotional week this week, but it's also internal. We're still in Scorpio, which is very internal. It's an internal job, guys. So I'm not denying it might be difficult. But this is gratitude. Gratitude for this learning, for the Scorpio season. It's going to set you free, and it's going to allow you to set yourself free from this energy and leaving the past behind. Okay, guys, if you've enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button and like my page. Okay, guys, take care.